Hello and welcome to episode 26 of Red Plays Pokemon Sun. Now, in the last episode, we met the Team Skull boss, and as I pointed out, his motivations are not much clearer, other than the fact that he seems to be quite bitter that he was not able to become captain, and that somehow he and Kukui must have been childhood friends and in all likelihood would have attempted their island challenges together. So now we're going to continue on right past this route. I've cleared this route previously of trainers, so we'll be able to continue our journey toward the next trial, which had been blocked by this person, but the Electron Z serves as our passport, and we've just been told that the next trial will be a ghost type trial. So I guess it's Gengar's time to shine in the next trial. Okay, so here we are in Route 12. Fortunately, I haven't cleared this one, so we'll have to trudge through Route 12 onward to our next destination. And incidentally, as it is raining in-game, it is actually raining outside where I am as I'm doing this recording. There's Hapu. Well met. I was seeking you. If you're going to travel about Ula Ula, you ought to do it while astride a Mudsdale. Okay. There is no call for hesitation. Consider it my thanks for Akala Island. So is she giving us her Mudsdale? That's kind of odd. But thanks, I suppose. It was remiss of me not to register her for you when we met one another in Malaya. I was just so taken aback by Lily and how lovely she was that it escaped me. Ooh. Well, Hapu certainly notices things. By no means was I just waiting for a time when you were in trouble. Well, in fact you did, so... But still, thank you. It's a beautiful horse. With braids all over it. If you seek the next trial, go straight on through here to Tapu Village. I'll be cheering for you on your island challenge. Thank you. Okay, so she just walked away with her Mudsdale, so I guess she brings along like multiple copies? Or it's just like a paging signal that she uploaded onto our right pager? It's kind of weird, but okay. Okay, so this is the person who cap off your Route 12 challenge. I'll be sure to come back to him after I finish clearing the route. Okay, so, well, this Mudsdale not exactly the fastest ride, but apparently we can't go anywhere around this route at least without a Mudsdale, so happy to have him around. You see, I'm always confused by this type of trainer, because they look like they're Team Skull members, but they're not. But every time I see them, I'm thinking like it's a Team Skull member. But then when you encounter them directly in battle, it says they're punks. So, is like Team Skull just a subdivision of the population of punks in the game, where they go one step further and adorn themselves with like skull insignia and all that? Otherwise, they dress up pretty much the same, or maybe there's certain things I'm missing out on, and they're actually quite different. But seems to me quite similar though. Like, you know, black color scheme, predominantly black color schemes, and sort of a goth punk kind of look. But oh well. So I apologize if I sound a little off in this recording, because I'm not exactly well. It's kind of the season for us not to be well after... Well, it is the Lunar New Year, so in my community, what that means is we visit each other's houses, relatives' houses, sometimes friends' houses, neighbors' houses, and we sort of binge on all kinds of, I would say, tasty snacks. I like them quite a bit, but they're not exactly very healthy, and they tend to be like, grilled, fried stuff, and all I can say is it does wonders for your throat and your general well-being if you binge on it. But, well, it is the new year, so making merry or catching up with friends and relatives, and it's good to have some kind of snack, to go along with that. And plus, although it's not part of my particular customs, it is actually quite common for people to engage in what I would call small sum gambling. They play like traditional card games or mahjong, and they bet like small sums, to spice things up. And peanuts, ground nuts, are often featured very prominently in those small sum gambling sessions. So, yeah. In any case, it's an ongoing festival. It takes like a week or two before most people stop the visiting and all that. So as I'm doing my recording, it's still in the thick of visiting season, and I still have excuse to be binging on all those good stuff, which is doing wonders for my voice. But anyway, I rambled on long enough about that subject. A Porygon. It's been a long time since I saw one. How many versions are there? I believe there's like 3. It's like Porygon 1 now, and Porygon 2. They have like different... Well, I mean, the general design is the same. It's like some kind of mechanical bird, but I believe the Porygon 2 is much smoother than the first generation Porygon. But anyway. Okay, Magneton. Okay. A ground type move will be 4 times as effective. So I'm gonna bring in Kleptomania and use its hidden power against this Magneton. Okay, done. Okay, I actually think this path is kind of wide. Wider than most other paths, at least. That's so far allowed me to avoid any encounters with wild Pokemon, so I think that's a good thing. At least for recording purposes. Okay. Secluded shore. Let's just take a quick look at this secluded shore. It says you'll be able to find a lot of things while searching the shore with a Stoutland, so maybe I'll sniff around more thoroughly off screen. But for now, it seems there are more trainers for us to fight, so let's get on with it. Clear the entire route of trainers, and then go back and fight the guy at the beginning of the route and see what he has in store for us. Sandy Gust. I would guess it's a ground type. So let's try. In any case, it's raining, so it's perfect for water moves. Okay, I was right. So, excellent. Looks like a very... looks like a ghost possessed a very malformed pile of sand and then it became a Pokemon. I guess it's one of those weird designs. Okay, so there's a body of water around here. I guess I'll explore it on my own off screen. There's a berry tree. Let's pick those up. And a crab stands in the way of us picking up berries. It's kind of funny how this crab-looking Pokemon is always found near a berry pile. I mean, do crabs actually consume any type of a berry at all in real life? I don't think so. At least not directly. I should think it would be quite difficult to find berries of any kind where they live. Okay. Right, so it's a shore, a beach, and we find pearls here. Well, they sell for good amounts of money at least. There are lots of slowpoke. Yeah, okay, so it's mostly pearls. I'll leave the searching for another time and proceed on with the story. Okay, so as I'm recording this, I haven't checked out the news, but it's late January, and the Pokebank should have been updated by now. I guess I will be checking it out. If it is, I will be looking to transfer all my previous work in Pokemon Omega Ruby over here and supplementing my team with it. So if it has already updated, well, I'm going to give it a check after this recording. And if it is, expect to see like an updated team within like the next 2 or 3 episodes. I'll be looking to do the transfer soon. Okay, so that was the end of Route 12, and let's head back and talk to the person at the start of the route and see what kind of battle we can have. Oh, okay. So it's not done yet. It's not done yet. So I have apparently missed a trainer or two along this route. Let's see. Where exactly? Okay, so there's a gap here. Let me see. Past this... Okay, so we have to get down here on foot. Let me see. Aha! Should be our last trainer here. But let's see. So over the last few days, I have actually given some other games a go, like the Long War 2 mod for XCOM 2 was released, so I was giving that a spin. And what else? I gave Civilization 6, Sid Meier's Civilization 6 a spin. About that, I'm not quite used to it yet, so I'm not sure exactly how I feel about it. I was very used to the Civ 5 system. Civ 5 was the very first Civ game I played, and I liked it quite a bit. But, well, the main difference was between Civ 5 and Civ 6, I think, so far, that I've seen, is that Civ 5 you could build all your buildings in your city center, but now in Civ 6 you have to allocate space on the world map, the strategic map, to build districts before you can build like certain buildings. Like for example, in the past, buildings like armories, like barracks, like research labs, like banks and other commercial buildings could all be cramped, and even wonders could all be cramped into your city center, but now they require a space of their own. Like, so for example, if you want to build like banks and stock exchanges, you have to build a district out in the strategic map, and once that district is complete, you can build the associated buildings. Like if it's a commercial district, you can build like banks and all that. If it's a theater district, you can build like, you know, the culture related buildings and so on and so forth. And of course, wonders, each wonder requires a space of their own, so it's a lot more deep and considered, the way you plan your cities. And so I'm still trying to figure that out in Civ 6. Otherwise, it's been quite a fun experience. It's a truly different Civ experience as compared to, say, like Civ 5 and Civ Beyond Earth, which was, I mean, to me, for all intents and purposes, just a a reskin of Civ 5. It just happened to be in a space setting, but otherwise, the way you build a city is the way things progress are very much the same. Civ 6 represents some innovation, and I'm quite happy to see that. As for the other game I was giving spin, oh yes, XCOM 2 with the Long War 2 mod. It really is quite challenging, at least in the beginning, because it stretched the game to, I think, ridiculous lengths. Well, it is called Long War, so there are a lot more classes now. There are like 9 classes, and a lot more research projects and intermediate weapon levels before you reach like plasma weapons. There's like magnetic weapons, there's like coil weapons, which were not in the main game. I mean, it's quite a refreshing change, I would say. Not a major one, but if you relish like a slow build up to power, that's your thing. But I kind of think like the original XCOM experience is a parsimonious one, is a efficient one. You don't spend too long, it's not too short an experience either, and you get all the tactical and strategic challenge associated with the title. So I do think well, I should say the Long War motto is not exactly, it's kind of taking too long. Still, it's an excuse to go back to a game that I loved very much when it first released about 2 years ago, I think. Was it a year ago? It was released in end 2015, so yeah, about a year and a few months ago. So okay, so we have beaten the self-styled Kahuna of Route 12. And he has given us the title and a technique machine that I don't think I'll be using. So, oh well. For completion's sake, I suppose. Now we can be on our merry way and continue our journey onward to the trial site. A ghost type trial. Sounds exciting. I wonder what type of ghosts we will face. Okay, I fully recognize that there is a path to the left indicated on the map, but I don't want to waste any more time, so I'm going right ahead. I'll be circling back to explore that place off screen. So that's Hapu. You helped him out with testing the Kain, yeah? I don't even know what that is. All I know is I helped him test some sort of security system that was regulated by an audio quiz, and I couldn't hear anything, so it was quite hilarious. But anyway. Oh, thank you very much. That's very generous of you. Canadian. Haven't you ever heard the expression that silence is golden? Listen, Team Skull is looking for a Pokemon called Cosmo. Oh, are they? Do you two know anything? What? Not that we'll tell you. So you do know something. Look, Cosmog isn't even a strong Pokemon, but it has the potential to summon Pokemon so terrifyingly strong that you don't even know. If something like that happened, it would be a disaster for Alola. A disaster? Like, a real disaster? Then what are we supposed to do about it? Protect it. If you do know where Cosmog is, or if you do find anything out, just keep it safe. Well, okay. I'm already doing that, so I know I might be working for Team Skull right now, so you may not trust me or care, but I'm going to tell you this just once. You have to protect Cosmog no matter what. You see, something just struck me. But anyway, I still don't understand how Team Skull found out about Cosmog in the first place. Okay. What do you mean, no matter what? You just going to leave us hanging? Yeah, I guess he is. Achilles, if they're really looking for Cosmog, then is Lily going to be okay? I don't know. I don't really get what's going on, but we've just got to keep both of them safe, right? Then I know what I'm going to do. Take on my next trial so I can get even stronger. I'm going to complete my island challenge and I'm going to get Tapu Koko to recognize my strength. Then I'm going to be the next island kahuna. I want to make sure more and more people can have fun battling to see who wins or loses. Achilles, let's both try to become real champions. Whatever that means, real champion. But anyway, as I said, something struck me. You know, looking at Gladian's features, don't you think... Well, first of all, his hair color is, I think, exactly the same as Lily and... what's her mum's name? Lily and... Okay, well, the president of the Aether Foundation, whose name I cannot presently recall, which I speculated, whom I speculated a few episodes ago was, in fact, Lily's mother. So I'm thinking now Gladian is Lily's brother and her son. They are all connected to Cosmog somehow. And they have the same hair color, and they are all tall characters, and they share the same sharp, I would say for a Pokemon character, attractive features. So I would say probably Gladian is related and is Lily's brother and Aether Foundation's president's son. And they all have their own interpretation as to what the right thing is to do when it comes to protecting Alola and the Pokemon that inhabit this place. The president obviously thinks that the only place for them is a sanctuary, like Aether Paradise, where, you know, there's security from nature, security from poaching, and other kinds of depredations and predations that the world might visit upon Pokemon, like Team Skull and, you know, other Pokemon higher up the food chain. So, whereas Lily probably thinks that, you know, keeping Cosmog and Nebby trapped or away from its home, because Lily thinks that Cosmog is trying to get back to its home by visiting all these ruins, correct? So Lily probably thinks it's cruel to keep them from their natural habitats. She does think it's cruel to battle with Pokemon and all that. So that is as far as I can guess and discern of her philosophy. And Gladian, he probably is under cover of a sort, you know? He's not exactly a Team Skull member, that was made clear from the start, but he currently is working for Team Skull. Maybe he wants to be close to the enemies to make sure that he knows firsthand, like, you you know, what they're up to, what their plans to harm Pokemon for profit and all that. I mean, remember, like, one of the altercations we had with him before was he actually foiled like a couple of grunts in their attempts to steal Pokemon or something. I remember one of the earlier islands, something like that happened, and they were quite displeased with him, and they warned him that, you know, he might be some sort of a honorary member of Team Skull, but he'll never be a true member of Team Skull, and the boss might like him now, but he can't count on that state of affairs to be in any way sustainable. So probably he knows something. His mum, the Aether president, might have told him something, or he learned something inadvertently from her activities with the Aether Foundation about how Cosmog is related to the Super Beast and how they relate to Alola's safe being, well-being, and therefore his advice to us to protect Cosmog and all that. So yeah, see, me doing a Let's Play spouting of all these theories that you probably would already have experienced already, but you know, as a person who has not read ahead at all, this is my guess. You can make a judgment as to how correct or how far off I am in my guesses, but I should think it's kind of obvious. I'll be happy to be proven wrong anyway. It shows that the story would be much more creative than I can comprehend or conceive of. Okay, in any case, we have skipped right through the previous route. I think it was Route 13, or this is Route 13. It's not exactly paying attention, but we're making a beeline straight for the trial grounds, which Hapu has informed us is called Aether House, so I suspect it's got to do with the Aether Foundation. We might meet Lily's mother again. Oh, I believe I've just recalled her name. I think it's Luzamin, yes. Okay, so nothing much going on here. Okay, another final trainer for a route, but not going to bother with that just yet. Heading right for the Aether House. Wait up, Achilles. So this is the Aether House, eh? Okay, we've just been accosted by two kids who wish to battle us. Oh, okay, so Acerola is related somehow to this base, so she probably is the captain of this trial. She did have, you know, a certain ghost type vibe to her. What with the purple clothes and, you know, a certain sense of mystery. So I'm not entirely surprised. Although that was one prediction I failed to make. That she was in fact the captain of a trial on this island, but anyway. Looks like I finished up shopping just in time. You've already met everyone? Oh yeah, we met alright, in battle anyway. But hey, where's Lily? I left her with Hapu. They should be coming soon. So why don't we get those trials done first? You didn't know I'm the captain, right? Yeah, I just found out. Okay, so let me just give this place the once over. See if there's anything to pick up. And then we will continue our journey. Kind of disappointing. I thought the trial would take place here, but no, it's at the abandoned supermarket we saw a few moments back. And someone was making excuses for the Hapu destroying the supermarket. I don't think that's very nice behavior, even if it is on its so-called sacred ground. But anyway, what do you think you're doing? Stop it right now. Okay, so Lily's just gotten into some altercation with the Team Skull Grunt, and he spotted Cosmo, just as Gladian was telling us to keep Cosmo safe. Ah well, we're on our way out anyway, so should be in time to save Lily. Not too much of a problem at all. It's kind of self-aware, isn't it? So we're following that script, are we? A trainer dashes forward to save the girl, huh? I'm not gonna let you be the hero in the sea. Okay, try your best then. I don't think beating down a Team Skull Grunt constitutes heroics of any kind, but anyway, not by at least by his standards, it would be considered something heroic, clearly. But, you know, if Team Skull is stealing Pokemon and selling them, you've got to ask the question, who exactly is buying? Who exactly is buying those stolen Pokemon from Team Skull? I mean, who are the fences in this world? It's kind of messed up to think about it, right? There must be a supply chain for illicit Pokemon in this world. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in business. I mean, if nobody bought stolen Pokemon, then what? What kind of business would it be? There's no demand. Anyway. So, while Team Skull surely is wrong for stealing Pokemon in the first place, you've got to wonder if any kind of blame is to be assigned to those who buy from them. Or distribute the stolen goods. So as usual, Cosmo, tired of being in a bag, is acting out, causing trouble. I mean, why can't Cosmo just go into a Pokeball or some sort? I mean, that's just silly. And she can keep it safe. Probably safer hiding the ball somewhere. And only bring it out when it's necessary, like if they're in a ruin or something. But anyway, the story is going to be made up to be so convenient that we're always going to be there when Lily gets in trouble. Not when she's lost somewhere by herself. So I guess that's fine. And you, Achilles. We can reach my trial site from Hapu village. Okay. Come on, follow me. Okay, I will. Looks like I've got a lot of exploring my own to do, so I'll be doing that off screen. So I think it's a good time for us to call it an episode at this point. It's already gone long enough. As always, please give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave a comment. I would like some feedback as always, and subscribe to see more. New videos out every 2 to 3 days, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.